Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers, and unless we suck really, really badly, this should be the finale. Which does allow me to have my costume. I'm assuming so, because it allows you to choose your costumes at the start here.
Sweet. Oh yeah, we missed a missile, didn't we?
Yes, we never got the rocket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the useless bunny rabbit. I'm trying to remember, who did I go with? I think I went for Frostberry, Ladderman, and what was the other one I went with? Oh, Sickle. I went with Sickle. No, it was Frostberry, Sickle, and I think I went with the Tornado Bird.
Yeah, I feel like having range would be a smart idea. I'm gonna go with something like that.
Well, I'm just going to choose my three favourites because I can.
Good thing none of your favourites are like...
Oh yeah, I can't
you
be
can't
Ladders
be
because I'm
Ladder.
second player. Okay, so I'm missing a favourite, but oh well.
Lucky egg.
Oh wait, I probably shouldn't use Dust Butterfly given... actually no, it could be Night.
Could be nice.
Yeah, I'll find out.
Give it a try.
Okay, so...
Worst case scenario, we die.
Sickle, I prefer it over the other one. There's no, like...
I assume you get costumes in the fight anyway.
Yeah. So, quick thing to talk about before this cutscene plays. Someone at Square listened to some people's suggestions because Dragon Quest III is getting a remake in the style of Octopath Traveler.
Art style? Or
as in, like, yeah,
gameplay
visually.
style?
Art
Okay.
style, you know, 2D
That sounds
HD.
amazing. I read that as Frost instead of Trust. I was like, Balan, you do not frost into your friends.
Apparently in the novel, this scene is more so Balan and Lance having an argument, and Lance giving Balan a bit of an existential crisis of his own.
This is why you should have come with the jellyfish.
Also, first comic I saw about this was "Begone, Fots!"
He is kill us. Why didn't you do that in the first place? No, he's making us.
He's trying to, he's trying to put you in your own depressive state because he's done this to the others to keep them in the Wonderworld.
This really does look Kingdom Hearts.
I think I'll save towards the end of the game
I like his makeup.
when we've actually finished the game to.
Not very intimidating.
Yeah, just because he's jellyfish.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm curious. Let's find out. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually really good.
Oh, we missed the actual one.
of them. Bit of a pain.
Oh well. And they're all good bosses. I can summon Ad! By the way, the Lance versions of those little guys, super annoying.
Okay.
I think that was a projectile you have to hit him with.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there we go.
Right in his tentacle peen. If he has one. He might not. He might not even be a he, but...
I think both him and Balan, much like the Knight's characters, are genderless.
Okay. I was going to try and home and attack them.
Yeah, remember, they're Dragon Ball Z characters.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that.
Oh,
bit.
I got hit.
Yeah, it probably tried to glue you to me.
Yeah. Okay, real one's the middle one.
Okay.
Okay.
They give you costumes, right?
They give you costumes after you get through this first phase.
Okay. I'm just really bad at the game then.
Ow.
I can dodge it.
Well! Could have gone a little better.
To be fair, I'm not feeling good.
No. And now fall into a state of depression. I'm back! God damn it!
Like, dude, I throw myself off cliffs regularly, so...
I can't believe this. Even the power of darkness isn't enough to make me... to end me. But yeah, like, Square Enix term 2D HD is what they use to describe it. They're doing that as a... might be better to have a second jump rather than a...
Maybe. Jump wasn't necessarily that useful.
Because you can.
Throw a ladder at his face.
So, Dust Butterfly is actually very useful. Sickle will be useful because I need a projectile.
Yeah.
And I've got so many Frost Berries. I want to see someone who just went in with only the music characters.
You could technically do it.
It is doable, but would you want to?
Yeah, look, you're going to try and make me depressed. I hate to break it to you, buddy. I'm already depressed.
My depression far exceeds yours. So
and
let's
this
see.
is to go even further beyond, but I've already used that thumbnail.
It is one on... There we go.
So it's the one with the different coloured gloves.
I thought it was the one that's not transparent.
Oh, I just noticed a different colour on the gloves. Oh.
Oh, I could not move fast enough.
You blocked the projectile for me, so I appreciate that. I guess. Thank you.
For someone who's like, depressed and all that, he's very happy. He laughs an awful lot.
What?
Okay, that did not sound right.
He just swore. I'm like, you heard that as well, didn't you? He doesn't target you. You.
He won't target me, so I'll target myself.
Like you can just stand still at that bit, I think. Ugh. Yeah, so he's the far right.
Yeah, got him.
Alright.
Which kind of just looks like I punched him in the
down,
face there
Mr.
rather than
President.
jumped. Yeah, it's phase 1. Because, he's a final boss. They can't just have one phase. Nah, still not quite as emotive as when you swore.
I love the way it, the way...
Now I'll become a giant person! What is with this game? It's giant obsession!
Giant tentacle monster. Ayo. Oh. You kind
Can
of...
you tell this was made by Yuji Naka, a person who worked on the Sonic series? Because...
Yeah, he does look like a Sonic final boss. Especially those eyes. Oh. Oh. I didn't expect an additional wave.
I think at this point all we gotta do is try to survive. For a bit. Because I don't think you can dodge that
What are we
one.
meant to do against that?
This one? Nothing.
Okay.
But it's kind of the point.
I still had a backup costume. Should be a ladder.
Yeah. Gotta try to take this seriously. You're trying to kill me with a ladder.
He does also look like fun. They also look like fun.
I will beat you to death with my tiny little hands. I say that her hands are actually massive.
Would be
In
appreciated.
comparison to the rest of her body.
I know it sounds really weird, but it would be appreciated if they actually.
I would have found it funny if Balan makes him appear that there's no
This-
flaws.
Like how you got spawned off a cliff many times. Okay.
This is a better version of that Sonic Generations ending. You can do it!
Just consumed their souls.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what,
We're Super Saiyan. We ate the souls of our friends, killing them to gain strength.
And this is what I mentioned before about each character has a costume assigned to them.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got secondary costumes for second place specifically. I did not know that.
I assume my costume.
I'm just a gear. Why? What am I?
I don't know, but okay, you do lose the costume. What are we meant to do?
I think you can kick it with the acrobat.
That would make sense. My first thought was kind of. Nope.
Oh no.
Acrobat doesn't.
And I think this is survive then, or is going to do, or that was just the attack phase, and then here's the phase where you can actually hit him. Oh, the eyes.
Yeah. I was thinking the eyes as well.
I know you had to hit the eyes, but I thought you had to knock something back. Oh hey, free job, Tiger.
Do I just run up and do it?
Well, you can with the war one.
That was it?
So that's one of 4 eyes.
Yeah, I assume I get given another wave of costumes.
Yeah.
Kind of weird seeing what the secondary ones are.
Mm. Hey, bubble blower, neat. This is floor breaking.
Oh. What?
I guess she can also swim. There we go.
Yeah.
Ah, pain in my eye! Why?
To be fair, that would hurt.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I was running the opposite way.
Goddamn.
No, there's nothing here that's invisible. Thanks, monkey. Thanks.
Monkey is so bad.
Clown gives you clown. Who would have thought?
Why is the guy that runs a corn farm got a wolf?
Oh yeah, we're going to attach to you. Okay, I lost my power off screen.
Right, well, I know how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh!
You do it more times.
Oh my god! Okay, no, I almost got excited because I was like, it's my favourite part of every Ganondorf fight.
No, this guy gives up for the second time. He's like, oh, I can't be bothered with a chess match.
Chess?
Sorry, tennis match. Okay, I think he's going to shoot a one-eyed laser.
Oh?
Oh, I fell off a cliff again.
You did just walk off a cliff.
Pretty sure the floor hurts.
I would assume the floor. Yeah.
Alright, we blasted through it. I think it's up the hands.
Oh. Oh.
Because we need to get to there.
Yeah. It won't let me change costume. Like, I physically can't change costume.
Yeah, there we go! Killed by a clown and a panda!
That was really awkward. Because I couldn't jump.
That Nightmare Abomination, killed by a clown.
Clowns are terrifying. Yeah, like, I know it sounds weird, but it'd be nice if, like...
I've been cured of my own depression.
Your makeup's still pretty good, but I preferred you
I
when
feel
you were, like...
happy and at peace now.
Tentacle twink.
Oh, wait. My own Negatis. Hi, friends. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. They're killing me now. Because I'm cured. They're trying to make me
That one
depressed
just
again.
went straight up the butt.
We cured him only to send him back to hell, basically.
And then we just
stole his heart.
Yeah. Yeah, like... I know it's such a weird thing, but I do wish there was, like, a manual or something where, like, I could at least know what pronouns to use for some of these characters. All of them.
Pretty sure Balan and Lance are, well, it's.
Yeah,
I guess they're day, but the thing is, there's no day still is debated as whether it's an accepted term for.
I think it's the most well
because like
accepted.
otherwise, because you know Kirby wasn't called Day,
Yeah.
still not called Day, it's just called He because they're so used to calling it that.
Yeah.
But technically, Kirby is a Day because Japanese usage is gender neutral.
Yeah. I do wish I was better
It's
at
less
defaulting
awkward
to
than say like
neutral.
Vivian, where they got rid of the fact that Vivian's actually a he.
Yeah.
Well, technically he. I mean,
They're trans.
yeah. And they refer themselves as she, but then the sister refers to her as he.
As like a way to bully them.
Yeah.
And just be general.
Yeah, and they dance with weird dancing with your own sentient outfits.
Sentient outfits are just a weird. Really. Also, could you imagine, like, the goddamn corn farmer gets a wolf.
Who makes tornadoes a thing that destroys the corn?
And, like, the diver gets, like, a dolphin.
The thing that caused her trauma?
The white-haired girl gets, like, a frost fairy. One of them gets a butterfly. And you, the firefighter, who risks his life day in, day out, gets a hydrant.
To be fair, it helps put out fires.
Yeah, but it's... Admittedly, most of the costumes from his area look terrible.
Ladderman is awesome.
Ladderman is cool. I like the fire outfit as well.
Mm. Funny enough, I'd gotten several of those, and we never used any of them. So, there's little details from the novel I'm going to start talking about now. Admittedly, this is from a third-person perspective. One detail, Lance was originally the maestro of Balan Wonderworld. Well, the Wonderworld. Lance was the one who was originally in charge of it. Lance became this way because he started getting depressed, because you invite these people there, cure them of their trauma, and then they leave. And he has to remain there forever. After 3,000 years of this, he kind of had enough and just wanted to actually keep people there, because the other people, the only people you could talk to were basically the Tims. So Lance went evil, but someone needed to run the positive side to actually bring people there. So Balan was introduced without Balan realising it, and Lance's whole exchange of Balan before that thing was Lance saying to Balan, "One day you'll become just like me. I was once Balan, and you'll one day be Lance. There's no escaping the inevitable loneliness of it all."
Yeah.
So Balan does do something different here than what was originally done in the Wonderworld. But I'll explain that in a bit. Hey, they even give an example of the Tim God in its real form. A handshake! What a noble interaction! Weird!
Hey, thanks for helping us not be depressed. Fist bump. Of course the crazy person does a fist bump.
Should just dabbed.
Dab on the heel.
Began flossing. Thank you too. I had no idea how to actually be a therapist.
Yep, he's just bad at his job. Why are you... Oh, Jesus.
And there are what the chicken feed is.
Tears.
Yep, Balan and Lance's tears. So, assumably, the tears before are all the ones Lance had from when he was, depressed.
Because weird that they eat tears.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And that's what he actually looks like.
Oh, no, he's hot.
There's a debate because some people say, how dare they whitewash him? When, his actual face was supposed to be basically the shadows.
Yeah.
And this is kind of part of the sort of thing where Balan does worry that he is going to become like Lance because he's able to, cry all the same. So he does change one thing.
He tears out his eye ducts.
No, apparently the memories are supposed to go away of the characters when they leave the theatre.
Ah, so he lets them keep them.
He lets them keep them, feeling that he'll feel better if they can actually remember him.
Yeah.
So he can think that they'll never forget him, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he thinks that's going to be how he'll be able to get around.
Gonna be honest, if I was dragged into a weird theatre in a back alley and a crazy dude started aggressively singing at me and threw me into a weird hellscape, I wouldn't forget him.
I have no idea how Leo's ending goes, though.
I guess we can look it up.
Yeah.
Well,
we literally have it, but I haven't actually looked it up because I thought, hey, you may actually be playing it.
That's
so now Emma goes to confront the people who've been talking behind her back.
Pulls a gun out and shoots them.
I won't be depressed any longer! I'm taking charge!
Okay, her glasses are stupid.
Yeah, there's kind of a reason for that. Why they were talking behind her back? Or at least it seems to indicate that they've been doing this for a long time, so they've been planning it for ages, apparently.
Well, it doesn't show from her perspective. There's a giant banner saying, "We hate you." Also, I thought that was a hot dog on the cake for a bit. And I was like, wow, they really are evil. They put a hot dog on a cake.
I realise this is going to be a pretty long part, but it's a finale. The finales are always long.
This is also why surprise parties are just the worst. Like, if you guys didn't have this surprise...
Couldn't you...
that dude, the pompadour?
Shouldn't you have started to, tell her about it the moment you noticed that she started to enter a state of depression and randomly walked into a theatre with a crazy man?
I was going to say, this whole thing could have been avoided if you just didn't throw a surprise party.
So what do you think of Balan Wonderworld? I've got more novel stuff I'll talk about because it's actually really
They could have probably used a better font for the credits. I know that sounds really weird.
Okay, here's where I'll have stuff to talk about.
Okay.
As I said, each of the characters are paired up together, but there's an interesting case of one of the pairs. I'll say when it gets to.
Kitty.
But yeah. But for until then, when that moment hits, you can feel free to share your thoughts, but I will have a moment I have to interrupt you when it happens on screen.
I enjoyed the game. I do think, having played it multiplayer already, I would enjoy it less single player. But I think if I'd gone in and played it single player first... Why do they all conveniently live near each other?
Some of them don't, because Lucy is from a different country. She doesn't speak the same language. Yeah. A few of them live in the same city, but Lucy definitely travelled there.
Yeah.
Or maybe they travelled to Lucy, sort of thing.
Yeah, like, I do think if I'd played it at first single player, I would have still enjoyed it.
I enjoyed seeing how I could manage to navigate and break the game effectively in the single player as well, because you can still do a lot of sequence breaking even without the co-op. Co-op expands that a lot. My only issue of co-op is the fact that the camera doesn't allow me to have control. I'm Tails. Yeah. It's Sonic the Hedgehog thing. And, Hayao obviously lives in a completely different area. He lives on floating islands. So neither him or Fiona are in the same area as the others. A lot of them are, but him and Fiona are in different areas. Josei and Yuri are in different areas.
Yeah.
And then it's just like about 6 of them are within roughly the same area. But they also share the memory, so they can actually meet up.
Yeah.
Because they kept their memories.
Exchange phone numbers.
Who are you exchanging a phone number with? A 38-year-old man!
I got kidnapped by some stranger hiding his face into a dark alleyway theatre where I was surrounded by strange men and tentacles.
But now I have friends thanks to butterflies!
Yeah, you're going to therapy.
I was in therapy! That was the therapy! Yeah, they go to the therapist and just Balan, hello!
Balan flossing. This is how we cure problems! That dolphin is still evil. Its eyes are sunken into its head as well. Oh. Dude, she's in a relationship with a dolphin. You ain't gonna beat her. It already tried to kill her once. It will kill you. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, level design is really good. Aesthetically, the game is pleasing.
There's very little you get stuck on.
Yeah, like...
Because that was my issue with the previous platformer I played, getting stuck on a lot of stuff.
Oh, she's got a kid now. How hideous. Yeah, like, it's fun. I enjoy it.
And here's the moment. Does that character look familiar to you?
That's Clown Boy.
And the other one?
That's the child.
Yes, and quite impressive. Because originally the theory was that was the child's sister, because that's the princess. Time, as I mentioned, works differently in the Balan Theatre, hence the Clock of Happiness. Cass ended up in the Balan Theatre as a child, and she was paired up with the clown. And he was like depressed because he couldn't confess. He was scared to confess his feelings to the princess. She convinced him to go ahead with the confession. Years later, they, obviously the theatre thing, but they kept their memories. She's missing the others and hasn't actually met up with many of them. She ended up studying Lucy's language in sort of university and such, but hoping she'd, find a way to connect with the clown guy. She actually attends one of the theme parks or things.
And she becomes.
She gets to the role of the princess and then meets the clown guy and realizes that he's the same age before, and that she was the princess that she convinced him to confess the feelings to.
So she manipulated him into an underage relationship.
But they're of age then.
Well, yeah, they are now. But that's weird.
It's time. Your younger self convinced someone else to become romantically involved with you in the future without realizing.
Another Pompadour guy.
Yeah, Pompadours are apparently.
I like how the extras are just like bowling pins.
But yeah, it was a rather like everyone's like thinking, every second was adventure. Hearing the word second
for that goddamn paint boss.
But yeah, it was an interesting thing. Yeah, you unlocked a secret third act. It was an interesting thing because like everyone else was assuming, oh, the princess was Cass's older sister. No, the princess is Cass.
Mm-hmm. A bit
because
weird.
time is a man-made concept. We live in a society. Damn.
Oh, I should probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can actually see Leo's ending. Oh. No, we didn't change profiles. What?
Did you click on something? No.
And then I'll share my thoughts. Yeah, you just go to the thing on the side underneath Emma's name.
Oh. It's a really weird way.
Because I've never actually seen Leo's ending, so how does he finally get over the his not wanting to make friends after the argument with his previous friend, just feeling it's not worth it?
By aggressively dancing.
But that he learnt from Balan then. How to do things. A dance. Always dance.
What an extra way to introduce yourself. And they're just down. They're like, yeah, let's have a dance fight, mate. And they immediately get renegated to backup dancers. What? That's convenient. That's also very convenient. Hey, thanks, stranger kid.
Oh man, this is going to be awesome. This will make a great YouTube video.
Intervened in the middle of my match. Can you imagine being the other person that just lost a basketball match? Because some random kid that's breakdancing does a couple of flips, grabs the ball and slams it in.
Okay, anything else to sum it up about Balan Wonderworld?
Don't know why people hate it.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
I've played far worse games. I've played good games that I've not enjoyed. I've played bad games that I have enjoyed. I've played bad games that are just bad. This is, at worst, just like an average game.
I actually find it really charming and everything. And I actually find people complained it was like slow or like the platform didn't work. I thought it was, particularly compared to the demo, it's actually really fast and fluid now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at worst, it's average, but like I think it's enjoyable.
It's also funny. I've heard a lot of people also commenting like, "Oh, instead of this, they should have just done Someone said it isn't as good as Yuji Nakazawa works, like stuff like not just Sonic. Is like, Billy Hatcher was better. It's like control-wise, this feels like Billy Hatcher.
I'm gonna be honest.
This has the same feeling to it.
I love Billy Hatcher, but that game is slow. But yeah, the costumes, they didn't need as many as they had. And I think they could have done more if they focused more on having less abilities, so that they could then add more puzzles that made use of multiple abilities.
There's definitely things where I'd say there's plenty that could have been done for a sequel. Less costumes. My idea would like maybe a costume upgrade sort of thing. So throughout the stage, you can actually improve the costume. If you want the different outfits, just have it as like selectable skins that you can obtain.
Yeah.
Like, I like the one-button concept. I feel it works pretty well.
I'm fine with one-button games. Kirby Air Ride is one of my favourite games.
And some people have also complained about the story, how it's all, like, shoved into a novel, and the novel actually differs from the main game in certain story aspects. But you know what? I actually prefer how the story's not...
Open to interpretation.
It's open to interpretation and not in your face. Because playing through Pokemon Sword and Shield, gosh, the story just kills the pacing. And even, like... And, like, so many games where it's, like... I enjoy story in the games, but like the amount of them and the amount of frequency of the cutscenes often just slows everything to a halt.
Dark Souls is all up to interpretation, or you have to go out of your way to find it, and it's a really good story.
And there's lots you can interpret from the landscape itself, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Before you get to their sort of cutscene. And you know, I really appreciate that sort of element to it. That the story was there, but it's not so heavy-handed. Sort of again, like everyone interpreted, the princess as being Cass's older sister.
Yeah.
And then the novel reveals, actually, it's time travel.
Yeah, which is a bit weird, but convenient that everyone else was, you know, like the same age as when they entered.
Well,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
I mean, to be fair, Cass met Carl when Cass was a kid, so Carl could be dead at this point.
Carl could be dead.
No, not Carl, Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce could have died of old age in that intervening, because a few years passed before they... So several of the characters would have actually been children around Cass, sort of thing, because again, they were all the same age when Cass was older.
Damn, Bruce is dead. Rip. We didn't get to see the cat grow up.
No.
0 out of 10.
I'm really disappointed there isn't a sequel, because I feel there's a lot of good basis for this game, and its problems are easy enough to fix.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed for what it was. And I really enjoyed in this co-op thing, it experienced things I didn't know about, such as the lanced enemies.
Yeah.
That was fascinating. I managed to actually encounter a few in my own time as well, just before this.
No.
So yeah. I really hope you all enjoyed this playthrough of Balan Wonderworld. It was a game that I felt was severely underrated, given the huge negativity it received.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to have it, properly shown off, and I'm really glad you enjoyed it as well. Because it makes it a lot better. It could have been pretty sad if, like, I was going through it trying to be really happy, and you were just like, oh,
this game's like poopy doody bit. That's more like fart. That's how he ended depression.
Again, cured depression, immediately gets assaulted by his... Also, the Nagatis, by the way, it might be fairly obvious, they're the Tims, but feeding on but they've gone the opposite way. They're the Dark Chows.
There were,
the Angel Chows.
I did look at some bits on the wiki whilst I was collecting images for thumbnails.
Yeah.
The bit of trivia. There's a bit of trivia that I actually thought was kind of cute, where if you put Balan and Lance together, overlapping the letters that overlap in the name, it's balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that's a bit of trivia. That was something that people figured out from the first trailer.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention. But I don't know, cute little names.
So next time, more platforming, because next time's the raffle playthrough.
And it's platforming.
Yep. So
it's a game I've played and you haven't.
Yep. So see, reverse then, and it's also apparently co-op.
Maybe I'll be alive.
Which you've never played the co-op version, so it's literally it's literally the opposite.
I have played a bit of the co-op.
Oh, with who?
Docker.
Oh, okay. What, online?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On PC.
Oh, can't believe it. Okay.
It was only Mafia World.
Okay. Cheers, everyone.
Bye. Comment, subscribe. I'm not even looking at the mic. I'm just staring at the ceiling. Comment, subscribe to see our next playthrough.
And I hope people heard that.
I don't.